Hello, my Cancer friends. How are you? I hope this reading finds you safe and sound and happy. So let's see what the Cosmic Messenger has in store for you for the month of May 2020. We're going to have a full moon in Scorpio on the 7th. That's really great. Scorpio is your water sign buddy. There's a bit of a dreamy influence from Neptune coming in. So I think you'll feel sort of right in your element. It's a very creative energy. It's a very visionary energy. And that's around the 7th. All right. So I will say right at the beginning of this, as we start off this month, Cancer, there may be some challenge for some of you in a relationship way where, and you know, I'm going to give different examples of this, but I've got to say, I can't ignore this energy because it's right in the middle. Security issues are at the forefront right now. So for some of you, you may suddenly have had a situation where you're not feeling like it's safe to just expose your inner feelings or heart to somebody because of their actions. What I will say is this month of May, it's all about communication. Like I said, we have that very emotional, deep feeling full moon on the 7th, and then we actually move into a Gemini new moon on the 22nd. You know, so this whole month is about expressing, you know, getting in touch with your own feelings in the first week and expressing to other people that need to hear, especially if you are having doubts about somebody's motivation or where they stand. Now, this is not a bad thing. When I look at this, you know, reading, there's no glaring endings here. So what I will say is if a relationship has a tendency to decide to exit your life, or you decide to exit it, it's not just going to probably be coming out of the blue. Okay? So for those of you who feel secure in your relationships, happy in your relationships, you know, this reading is not talking about you, because there's your holy trilogy of energy here is really beautiful for all of you. But what I am seeing indicators for some of you is that if you're wondering if something's going on, if you're feeling insecure, if there's a real push-pull energy in your relationship, you, my Cancer friend, are going to need to make some decisions, and don't be surprised if maybe you decide this may not be the right situation for you, okay? In love, we're talking about love. Now, you know, the biggest message from your guides this month is really about decision making. And, you know, but actually before I even go there, I want to jump to the good news. You know, your final card in your entire reading is the World. And to have the World as your final card is such an auspicious good luck sign. You know, I say it often, but I have 3 cards that if they show up for me in your outcome position, regardless of the question, regardless of the challenge, or regardless of the circumstance, there is going to be a wrap up to your situation that is extremely positive and beneficial. And I always love to see the World in the final position. Now, what does the World in the final position mean? It means that a threshold is approaching. And I'm feeling like what this is focusing on in this reading this month is it may be something about a relationship for some of you. But now I'm going to read this through a different filter. If we're not talking about a relationship, okay, so everything I just said about relationship is valid, but I need to raise the filter because there are other indicators that we could be talking about career or life path issues here. if your sense of security is sort of being challenged right now, and you feel like you need to make some changes in your life, there's great indicators that making a decision for positive change and taking action on that will get you recognized and get you supported by others. This energy is oftentimes called, well, I call it the fame card, the victory card, and it comes right on the heels of a decision being made based on your need for security. Now, in a relationship sense, that's one thing, but when we're talking about career, life path, I feel like what this is saying is if you choose to make positive change, and like I said, one of the biggest messages this month from your guides is about getting off the fence and actually deciding to rock the boat. You will have, this is a happily ever after card, okay? You will have a positive outcome. Now, this is a big energy, and this is in May, but you know, some of this may not be happening overnight. This just might be the foundation of where you're going, you know. I feel like there's a big rebirth energy that is happening in general on the planet right now, if we can see past the chaos. And this is being reflected for a lot of us in our personal life, and this is absolutely true for Cancer. And the interesting thing is that although there seems to be elements of, you know, you feeling challenged in terms of security, there's a lot of power here in your reaction and decisions. So I'm happy to tell you that the world is coming in, and that is the world card energy. That's the natural conclusion of many things. So like I said, whatever your intuition is about your relationships, if you know, there's going to be a natural progression towards a new stage, whether that's a deeper connection or releasing that connection. Changing maybe your path or starting a new path or ending a path in terms of career or money or projects. You know, that is a natural progression. So I guess if you take anything from this reading this month, Cancer, you are so intuitive that I think anything that you're really wondering about, you actually already do know the answer to. But I hope that this reading finds you safe and healthy and happy, and I will be checking back in with you next month in June. Okay, bye-bye.